Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode here on African Confessions. The following story that you're going to be listening to, it was sent to me by one of our dear sister, and this is the translation of the message that she sent to me. The translation reads like this. Hello, how are you? Can you please post my own story as anonymous? I am a 26-year-old woman who is from Zim. I came here to South Africa like when I was only 20 years old. Then I started working for this other Indian family. I don't know if it is bad luck or what, because ever since I came to South Africa, I have worked for 3 families now, and all of them, they started forcing me to get married to their sons. Like the first time when I started working for that Indian family, so in that family, there was this other boy. It was as if he was not okay mentally. That was when one day the boss lady, she sat with me down. Then she said that, you know what, we have been thinking as a family. I don't know if you will be able to convert to Islam. Do you want to convert? And then I was like, no, I don't think that I want to do that, because I was born in a Christian family, so it would be very difficult for me to transition from Christianity going to and becoming a Muslim. And then she told me that the reason as to why they wanted me to become a Muslim, it was because they wanted me eventually to get married to their son. And I said, which amongst your son? That was when they told me that the one whom I was taking care of, the one who was not okay, like upstairs, and he was younger than I was. So they said that by the time that he was going to reach 19, then I can get married to him. They were going to pay my parents like a lot of money. They said that it depends. It's either we can send you with the drivers with the money, then they would go and pay, because we know that according to your African culture, you pay the bride price. So our driver can be the one that can go there and pay on our behalf, because we won't be able to go there. And I was like, first of all, that is not how it works. You cannot send your worker to go and pay for my bride price. If you wanted me to get married to your son, then what it means is that it will be 2 families that will be joining up together. So those 2 families, they have to meet and they have to discuss and negotiate. So we left that one hanging, and then they kept on coming back, and they said that since it was going to take a very long time for them to send money to my parents because of the complications and the difference in culture, what they wanted was for me to start staying with their son. Brother Nashi, I thought about it and I asked my friend advice. Then my friend said that these people, it's not like they want you to get married to their son. It is just that they have seen that amongst their community, there is no one who is willing to give up their daughter so that their daughter can get married to him. So that was when I stopped going to work. They would call me and I would tell them that I was coming back, until I started working for another family again. This family, they also wanted me to get married to one of their relatives who was not okay. So it's like maybe it is a curse that I have been carrying. Then I stopped working until I started working for the family of the man who is my husband. When I started working for them, I can say this was almost 2.5 years ago. That was when I got married. I got married to a man whom I do not love, even though I'm going to change his condition, just in case if people are going to listen to the story, those that know me. So let me just say that this man is a crippled man, but that is not what he is suffering from. His name, I'll name him Andile, and the truth is I only married him because I saw that at least he was unlike those other guys that I had been forced to get married to, and the parents had money. He comes from a wealthy family, and whilst I was working for the family, when they told me that this was what they wanted me to do, I saw an opportunity to change my life, to escape the struggles that I had grown up with. At first, I thought that it was going to be easy, since when I started working for them, they had told me that these were my responsibilities of taking care of him. All that I was supposed to do was to play the role of a loving wife and to get what I wanted in return. But as time went by, it became harder and harder. And to think of it, when I thought of falling pregnant. I did something that was quite evil, Brother Nashi. I have this other boyfriend of mine. I started going and sleeping with him. He is also from Zim and he is the father to my child. But what hurts me is that Hanile is a good man and I don't feel anything for him. I can't stand being around him, and every day I feel more trapped and suffocated. The guilt is weighing heavily on me. I don't want to let go of the lifestyle his money has given me. So I've been making some evil decisions, and I know deep down is wrong. I started mistreating him, talking him down and ignoring his needs. So like when my husband says that let us make love, sometimes I laugh at him even when I am with his cousin, because I'm also dating the cousin, and I'll be like, when he wants to make love to me, he say yes, make love, because he cannot pronounce the words properly. So I hate him, but Brother Nashi, I still want to be with him, because being with him, it has helped me to start my own business. So I reached out to a red garment prophet who is from Zim. He's someone who was recommended to me by one of my own friends. So I thought that what I was doing, it was going to help me out. But now what I have done, Brother Nash, is that I was then given some holy prayers. These holy prayers, they were going to make my husband Andile to become slower and more passive. He told me to add it to his food, and it was going to be dull. It will dull his senses. I took that holy water for 3 days each and every night when we would be eating. I would take that holy water and I'll sprinkle it on the food whilst he was watching, because he cannot stop me. So I would be feeding him those holy prayers and the herbs as he will be watching. And then I realized that he became more sluggish, like he's someone that is just boring to be around. He's just slow, like two-way slow. So this has made me to be much more easier for me to control him, such that the cousin can even come. But usually when the cousin come, we will be sleeping in the living room. When he will be in bed, I will tell him that I'm just busy. There are things that I want to do, and I'll be busy making love to his cousin. But Brother Nash, when I look at him, I know that what I'm doing is wrong, but I can't stop. I can't love him. I have tried and never will. I am afraid of what will happen if I leave. The money, I will lose it. As for the family, they adore me. They don't know that their daughter-in-law, the one that they praise so much, this is what they have been doing. The reason as to why I am dating the cousin, I also want to tie the cousin down. So I've been told by the prophet that if I fall pregnant for him, we are going to use that pregnancy to tie him down. But I have tried to fall pregnant for him. I can't right now, but I am going to keep on trying. As for the whole world, they think that I am a devoted wife, but the truth is that I am only here for wealth. I am not proud, but at the same time, I have to do what I have to do. Dear listeners, right there was a message that was sent to me by one of our dear sister. That was the translation of the message. So to our dear sister Nomsa, not a real name, yes, indeed, we hear your pain, and it is clear that the decisions that you have made, they were rooted in desperation and a desire for a better life. But you need to know, our dear sister, that this what you are doing, it is going to lead you down a path of destruction. If it happens that the family gets to know that this is what you are doing to their relative, you can just imagine how they are going to retaliate. And it is not good to marry someone for money. It might seem as if you are solving your problems, but the truth is that you are only going to get trapped. And mistreating your husband, it is bad. And when you say that you do this, when you are feeding him the herbs and the unholy prayers that you give him, it is just morally wrong. Worst of all, to do it when he is watching. Just imagine you. Then there is another person that will be mixing the herbs and forcing you to drink those herbs. What you are doing, it is very harmful for him. Spiritually, you are destroying his soul. So my advice to you, dear sister, is that you need to stop what you are doing. At least try to pray, seek forgiveness, and also ask for forgiveness from your husband. and you need to come clean to his family, it will be difficult, and you may lose the wealth that you have grown accustomed to, but you will regain something much more valuable, your peace of mind, and a chance to start a new life. And stop dating the cousin brother. Just stop it. So let us try to assist her in the comment section as well.